Blessings, blessings, blessings. Good evening to each and every last one of you. We thank you so much for tuning in yet again on another night over here at Truth Be Told TV family. We ask that when you come in, please hit that like button, comment in the comment section, share our live as well as sub to the channel. Therefore, when we go live, you will get the notification. So, once again, hit that like button, comment in the comment section, share our live as well as subscribe to the channel. Therefore, when we go live, you will get the notification. Once again, shout out to everyone in the comment section. Blessings to all of my moderators. Blessings to my family on the panel. So tonight we are going to be discussing the Department of Corrections in Alabama. So we're going to bring you lots of content. Shout out to Miss Emma. I see Miss Emma in the comment section. So tonight, like stated, we're going to be discussing the Alabama Department of Correction facility and what is going on and what has been going on for years. Also, that would not be the only prison system that we will be exposing or shedding light on. However, I'm trying to reach out to other people within other correctional facilities to see the problems that they are having within the prison system. So, yes, you all, we're still going to be talking about KELS, but however, fam, there will be updates over here on KELS. Truth Be Told TV is not just a channel in pertaining to KELS. However, we are here to discuss everything. That's why it's called Truth Be Told TV, is because nothing at Truth Be Told TV is left unnoticed. So I got my boy Elwood in the comment section. Shout out, babe. I got my boy Mr. McMahon. So blessings to you guys, and thank you so much, Elwood, for your blessings and being in the comment section. Also, when the StreamYard is dropped, you can hit the StreamYard to be able to come up to discuss some things on the panel with Truth Be Told TV family. Blessings, love, blessings, blessings. But like I said, Truth Be Told TV is a channel that talks and discuss everything. You know, as the world turns, we are here to expose all the darkness and the corruption that is going on worldwide. You know, we don't discriminate. We, like I said, we are the light that is shining in dark places. We also have somebody by the name of Sweetie King. We got my girls Tips Love 2 up. So shout out to my girl Tips Love 2. Okay, so Tips Love 2. Shout out to Dirk. I hope I'm saying this, Dark Ratty. Blessings to you all. So like stated, we are going to be exposing the Alabama Department of Correction, like stated, as long with other prisons, correctional facility who is not doing right by the inmates, because regardless of what one is incarcerated for, however, they are still human and they still have a voice. I don't believe in that, you know, state property shit. So I got my boy Mr. up. Shout out to Mr. What's up, Mr.?
I don't know how I keep just popping in here. But hello today. Blessings to all in the chat. To all my TBT family,
Blessings, babe. Blessings, blessings.
It's gonna be a great show tonight. I feel it in my bones, so
Absolutely. So y'all already know who that be. That be my boy, Mister. So he's in the building, Mister. I love you, and I hope you feel better on today. I hope you get that sinus, is that allergy with the season changing, baby. It is hell. Okay, I deal with it too. It's nothing to be played with. So I
I'm
hope you
sorry,
feel
y'all.
better.
Yeah, I'm feeling bad, but I'm on here because this topic is so interesting. So
Yes, it is. So you're gonna stay up here while I bring the rest of the family up. I gotta get my babe, Mr. Bass.
yeah, tell them I apologize. I wasn't trying to pop in, and
You
but I'm
good?
driving. So
You good? So shout out to my other babe, Mister. Mister's in the house. Blessings to each and every last one of you all in the comment section. So let me bring my guy up, Mr. Bass. Where you at, babe? Let's go.
Good evening, good evening. How you doing, boss lady, mister? How y'all going today?
hey, Mr. Bass, man, I'm thinking I'm coming in a little later, right behind here. Here it is. I done just popped in.
Yeah, boss lady asked me earlier, what happened to you? I said, I don't know, you just popped out.
I
Yeah,
know,
I had to
right?
get some. I had to get some medicine, y'all. I'm sorry. I've
It's
just
all
been
good.
feeling bad all day, so but I was trying to hurry up and come in, but I wasn't trying to come in.
You
I thought it
okay?
already had started. I'm sorry.
You okay, Mister? So
Yeah,
I got
you
my
good?
fellas up here. I got my guy, Mister, and I got my babe, Mr. Bass. What's up, Mr. Bass?
Hey. Just, thankful for another day of living. Yes, and I want to say hello to everybody in the Truth Be Told audience tonight. All of you in the chat, we thank you for joining us. It's a privilege and an honor to be bringing information to you that you can use and that where we can help each other as a community. So I just want to say thank you, and I hope you enjoy everything.
All right, blessings, blessings, blessings. Thank you so much, Mr. Bass. Also, you all, I have my girl Tips Love too. Tips Love too. Where you at, babe?
I'm here with y'all. What's happening, family?
How you doing, Tip? Good to see you.
Good. Mister, I hope you feel better.
Thank you, Ted. Sorry, I can't clown tonight.
Oh, oh. All is well. So okay, shout out to everybody on the panel. Also, we got Sweetie King. So I'm about to invite Sweetie King up. Blessings to Sweetie King.
What's it to you?
Hey, Sweetie King. Blessings. Sweetie King. They
Is
here.
that what I thought it was?
They got some.
Bring your
Mm,
ass back over here, man. Damn, man, what the hell?
what the hell they got going on?
Got to go, got
Y'all
to
see
go.
that? Jesus bless them, Lord. Bless them, bless them, bless them. Did y'all see that? Yeah, baby. We finna talk about some things, baby. They want to come in with they porn. Okay. So, spicy water. I see you in the back. Can you hear me? All right, love. So I'm about to invite you up. Let me see something. Let me see something. You good? All right. Yeah. We got people coming up. They coming up playing porn and all of that. We touching on a touchy subject on tonight. What's up, Spice Water? Blessings. What's good with you?
Go. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you. What's good, love? How can I help
Awesome.
you?
No echo on your end?
Welcome to Truth Be Told TV.
Nice. So what kind of truth we cracking into tonight?
We're cracking into the prison systems.
Okay.
The unjust in the prison system. So welcome to Truth Be Told TV. How are you today?
Nice. Happy to be here. Good. How are you now?
I'm blessed. I'm blessed and covered in the blood. How about yourself?
Very blessed. That's
All
for sure.
right. All right.
Yeah.
Did you just screenshot me?
No, I'm just holding my phone at a weird angle. That's
Oh,
all.
I just seen you. So what's good? So what you bringing over here to Truth Be Told TV?
Well, honestly, so I myself, I'm an activist. So I'm an ally for basically African causes. I have family members that fought for apartheid in Rhodesia and in South Africa. So that's where my background comes from. But yeah, I just every day I think about you know, the different terrible. I'm sorry. I'm very nervous. The terrible
You
things
good,
that
relax. Listen,
my
when you
ancestors committed.
listen, Spice of
Just
Water,
so
if you're
sorry.
coming over, wait a minute, Spice of Water, if you're coming over here to bring facts and truth and shed light on the demonic that goes on in this world, you don't have to be nervous.
That's true.
Or am I making you nervous?
A little bit. Those nails make me kind of nervous. I'm afraid you're
No,
gonna fall me to death.
No, it's not the nails, but I see
Okay,
you.
that's good.
Okay, I see you. So,
All right.
Tell us a little bit more about yourself. What's good? Talk to me.
Yeah. So essentially, I was, you know, for a while there, I had a pretty rough upbringing. I used to be a white supremacist, actually.
Oh, wow.
And then I race mixed for the first time, and then I was like, okay, yep, no, never mind. Blacks are good; they're not bad.
No, we're not. We're actually the chosen of people. You know,
Yeah, you are.
That's why we're hated. You know, so
Yeah, no, the thing is you guys invented basically everything, and
yeah,
we just
did.
colonized it. So, you know, that's what happens.
And you know what? I first and foremost would like to say I'm sorry because, you know, underarms, I got on deodorant and everything, but it's a little itchy. I guess because I got waxed today. But anywho, back to you.
Anywho, yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, you said that you was once a white supremacist, and I'm glad to know that you have turned your life around to know that we are not the problem. It's just the way that you all were raised and taught to think that we are actually the problem. But we are not. You know, we are. How can I say this? Just like you all were taught to hate us. However, we act off of violence. Meaning that we're good of a people, you know, we're such a good of a people. But however, when you know someone you know pushes us or do things hold us down and put their foot on our necks, you know, then that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So I'm gonna put you on mute, and I'm gonna allow you to continue to be up here on the panel. But however, I'm gonna put you on a mute. So if you can,
yeah, just a second.
Stop it for a minute.
Nigger. I was shitting.
He called me before I could get his cracker ass. Okay. So,
knew that was coming.
Yeah, I knew it. That's why. Look, he got me before I can get it out. I seen it, and I'm like, hey, let me go and put you on mute, and also you know, block your camera. So I seen it, you know, but he did it before I can do it. So we got somebody backstage by the name Sucker Free. Where's all these freaking agents coming from, y'all? This about to be a good night, y'all. Like, this about to be a good night, and God bless that demon that just left from up here. I felt it as well, Emma. God bless that demon. Forgive him where he know not. From the moment he hung up that video, his life about to be a living hell. Trust Boss Lady said. So now we got somebody up here by the name of Sucker Free. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, okay. It ran. What they got going on tonight? What these demons got going on, y'all?
Hey,
What
hey,
is happening?
Listen, I
hey,
told y'all. Listen, I
hey,
told y'all when it comes
Oh,
to this right here, it was
uh-huh.
gonna bring out some demons. I told y'all this. Did I? Did I not?
Mhm. Back.
I did. I did. I not, y'all.
Mhm.
So I mean, I knew these demons was coming, but hey, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. But get what? I don't give two fucks. So we got some. Okay, okay, okay. That's my brother, y'all. So we got my brother in here. Hey, what's good, fam? What's good, fam?
Hey
Blessings,
people,
blessings,
how y'all
blessings.
doing?
Doing just fine.
Man, you know I'm just laid back. I'm just laid back in the cut, but you know, at the end of the day, this is the topic that I want to say. I appreciate y'all for supporting the Birmingham, Alabama prison system. That things that are that nature because it's so corrupted that you know if you go do the research about Kay Average, she said that on the simple fact that she was saying that the demands that the people are breaking the change that tries to get all the information from different inmates in different prisons, and she was putting it together. It's more than just her, but the thing is that Kay Abbott went on her little news feed or whatever and saying it is not going to happen in Alabama. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they was trying to say that they was trying to get the laws like habitual offender. They saying it's overcrowded, right?
Uh-huh.
Now they said that it's overcrowded, but at the end of the day, they send folks off for parole 5 years that don't have no disciplinaries, ain't had no disciplinary in years, been locked up many years. They send folks off that's in work release, off that's working
Absolutely.
in society, real jobs. But y'all overcrowded, but don't want to let nobody go. But you taking this COVID money that you supposed to give the state of Alabama to the people that can't afford it or whatever, and take care of their family and children. But you talking about building a prison with the COVID money. Now where they do that at? What kind of governor that is?
Absolutely. So I don't think that is lawfully right. I discussed it with some of the family. And we don't see that being lawfully right unless she's stating that she's doing it for the state of Alabama. I'm not sure how that plays into it, Sucker Free, with her being able to take the C-19 relief fundings and build only two prisons. So it's not to get you all the people out of the prisons that are badly messed up and everything. It's actually just building prisons to let more inmates in. So it's not like as if she's gonna take the ones from the abandoned prison and place them in a new facility. However, she's gonna keep it going, correct?
From, from my understanding is that she taking. I guess they gonna the ones that's already supposed to be banned because if you see the shit that we living in, but the shit we living in, look at this shit. Who wants to live in this shit? It might break up.
Yeah, take us on the tour, fam.
Yeah, who want to live in some shit like this? Look at the wonders around this motherfucker.
Oh
You
wow.
see what the wonders is? It ain't got shit in these wonders. And they talking about they don't want to let nobody go. Look at this shit. This shit don't make no
Wow.
sense.
Yeah.
This, yeah, this shit don't make no sense. And then the killing part about it, I'm gonna show you goddamn bathroom. Excuse my language, but I'm just saying this is the condition we living in. You got folks that's in wheelchairs, man. Been locked up 2 years and don't want to let them folks go.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? But you know, we on a strike. We on a strike right now. It might,
Yeah, bear with his communication. Just bear with his communication. He's taking us to be a part of the facility, and his connection is kind of bad. So you all just bear with him. You all see this?
hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, fam.
Okay. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. This ain't got no beds.
Yeah, your connection is okay. There you go.
Yeah, but I'm
Your
showing you folks ain't got it's still messing up.
Yeah, your connection kind of a little bit bad. So if you can you show the area where you all are showering it and like you all are showering and doing stuff like that?
Yeah, can you see?
Yeah, we see you, but you're
Hello?
froze. Okay, there you go.
Yeah. See, it's a bad connection, and it's not going to the TV. I'm in the bathroom here.
Okay.
But you know, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I'm like this because I'm a man. You know, some people like right now, you know, Alabama, all the prisons on like a little strike due to the rally that they had, and a lot of prisons not going to work and not spending their money to help these folks keep these prisons going. You see what I'm saying? But we don't know how long that everybody gonna last. You know what I'm saying? How folks gonna stand up, how folks gonna stand up behind it. But to my point, I don't give a fuck. I'm just being real. You know, it's a lot of people gonna see it. They gonna see my face, but I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day,
are you afraid of being? Are you? Well, I know you don't fear nothing. You know, we from the streets, the same streets. We fear nothing. So, but is it the detail that you are doing with True Detail TV? Like, will it cause you to? If one of the COs was to stumble across this video, would it cause them to retaliate against you, or are there consequences?
Well, I don't know. You know, I really don't care. I'm just telling you, I don't care.
Okay. So
it is what it is.
Okay, so also Sucker Free, when you stated about, you all are on the strike and they just did a rally, right? I have all of that in the content, so we're gonna drop a lot of the content. Moderators, get them trolls up out of here. We got Itty Bitty Beanie and Internet Bar. Get them up out of here. Okay, so when you stated that you all are not working and doing stuff like that, so help the audience understand, for those that don't understand. Through the state of Alabama, the inmates are the ones that make the tags for all the cars and all of that. So help them to understand that if you all continue this strike, there will be no tags made for Alabama, like a lot of stuff. So help the audience understand.
Well, the thing is about that, I can't elaborate on the whole full thing about it, but just like the people that I had contact with the people that was doing the rally, right?
Okay.
And she was saying that at the end of the day, inmates supposed to get paid for anything that they do.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be a contract. That's how inmates get paid. And in the feds, they get paid for anything that they do. And she said it's against the law to work for free labor.
Absolutely.
And she said that.
So even,
you know what I'm saying?
It's slave labor, Sucker Free. Also, like when you all are going, also help the people understand that when you all go to work, how much are they getting paid hourly? Like 17 cents or something, like $2 a day.
No, it's not. It's just $2 a day. $2 a day. Whenever they decide to check out, it's $2 a day.
Wow. So you pulling an 8 to 12
Can you hear
hour
me?
shift. I can hear you. So you're pulling an 8 to 12 hour shift and you're only getting $2 for that shift.
They getting $2 a day.
Wow. Okay. So sucker free. Okay, so he clicked out. He's not having good connections. So until he come back, family, we're gonna go ahead on and get started with this content that we have. So Mr. Bass, go ahead, let's drop it, fam. Also, anybody in the comment section, if you all would like to come up to the panel, you all can just hit the StreamYard link. Also, yes, we will be continuously discussing R. Kelly. There will be updates, but however, True Be Told TV is not just a channel that is just focused on R. Kelly. We're exposing corruption of all, from R. Kelly to everything, like corruption worldwide, what's going on around us, all of that. So shout out to everyone in the comment section. Please hit that like button, comment in the comment section, share our channel as well as sub to our channel. Therefore, when we go live, you will get the notifications. So, okay, this here is the Alabama Department of Correction. We are exposing the Alabama Department of Correction. However, I've been checking into some more facilities as far as Detroit. I got somebody checking in on that. Okay, I get you, sucker free. I get you. So whenever your connection is a little bit better, you can still come back up to the panel. Of okay, so yes, Candy is slave labor. Many southern states are like this. It's wrong. Absolutely, it is, y'all. It is wrong. But y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Just when you thought that was wrong, and then we have a clip from the government and the government of Alabama and what she is thinking about the whole situation on them rallying and, what the inmates asking for. We got a clip, babe. So anywho, this is the Alabama inmates. Everybody's crying out for help. Have Alabama prison conditions changed 7 months after Sketching DOJ report. Also, this is my thing, you all. How is it that the Department of Justice keep allowing this to happen? Like, they give Alabama so many years to get it right. It's still not right. And then they get hit with something else. It's still not right. So, Mr. Bass, can you help me understand it? Because also, you all, Mr. Bass, he was a CO for about 22 to 23 years. So he also can help us understand the prison, how it operates in the prison system. However, every prison system is different. A lot of them down south, they got a lot going on. But however, in the prison system, other places, such as the one Mr. Bass was working at, if my understanding, him stating that, like they have someone else to hold them accountable if they don't do things. So can you help them understand that, Mr. Bass? I'm sorry, y'all.
All penitentiaries have policies and procedures that the staff have to go by. However, you get a lot of guys a lot of times that take that little bit of power and abuse it. Like I was telling you, it's been several times I've been told by supervisors to do something that I knew wasn't right. And I let them know, I'm going to log this down. And I'm going to do what you asked me, but I'm going to put this in my logbook because and I know that's not policy and procedure. 9 times out of 10, they'll tell you, just forget it. They didn't like it. Yeah, they didn't like me very much because I stuck to policy and procedure. But yeah. Everybody has somebody they're accountable to. And the one thing I know we're going to get to it, but it just stays on my mind is that warden taking food away from people that wasn't complying with the
shaving.
Right, shaving and the haircuts. You can't do that. That's against the law. You can never take food from an inmate unless he's doing something with that food that's unnatural.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we're going to continue with the content, Mr. Bass. Thank you so much for even being up on the panel tonight with us. We love you and thank you so much that as you are on the panel, you are dropping the content as well. Great job. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Shout out to everyone in the comment section. Please, I ask that you all hit that like button, comment, share, and sub to our channel. We are bringing news to you all from Department of Correction in Alabama, the state of the prison, the governor. We're shedding light on all of it. Shout out to all my moderators in the comment section. Blessings to you all. Lillian, V, Kish, blessings. Okay, so Alabama Prison administrators openly float the department stated rules and regulations in an attempt to assert, control, and discipline prisoners. The Montgomery Advertiser has found after month. May you bring that up a little bit more, Mr. Bass? I don't have on my glasses those words. Or reporting interviews with dozens of men incarcerated across the state. In the 7 months since the Department of Justice released a sketching report on the Alabama Department of Correction, prison officials have withheld food from men, micromanaging minor disciplinary infractions, while violence and unexpected deaths continue unabated, include 9 which occurred during the reporting of the story in September and October. A missed meal may seem a minuscule issue in a system beset by life-threatening problems, but prisoners say Mr. Bass, dehumanizing treatment and nonchalance regarding basic human rights and systematic and feeds into the culture of chaos inside prison walls. Prison staff accused of violating men's civil rights and or mismanaging or regularly promoted, prisoners say, or shuffled from prison to prison to provide temporary relief to complaints. Multiple prisoners have reported sudden, seemingly random transfers after trying to report problems up the chain of command. So, Mr. Bass. So, like you stated, that's not right for them to hold meals from an inmate. That's not right for them to hold meals from an inmate. Do you think that they are doing that intentionally to cause problems within the prison against the inmates to inmates?
They do it. They do it to try to punish people, but you cannot punish people like that. That's cruel and unusual. You can't do that. It's against the law, and it's cruel and unusual punishment when you withhold food for a punishment.
Absolutely. Like what they do that is. But okay, so just flip to the next content, Mr. Bass. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Modern day slavery, as Traylene stated. On with the next content, Mr. Bass. So Sucker Free is trying to chime back in. So when he chimes in, you all, we're gonna have him to come up again. His connection is not so good. Okay, so Alabama Justice Department headed towards trial over prison conditions in 2024. Whoa. Hey, tips. Y'all, I'm gonna be screeching all night. Tips love too.
I'm here with you.
Okay. So if you can, Tips, can you read that? May you pull it up the best of your ability, Mr. Bass? Because I can't listen, y'all. I don't got my glasses on. I don't like to wear my glasses, but for those little itty bitty words, baby, I'm not about to do it. Okay, Sucker Free. Okay, Sucker Free. So when you want to come back up, fam, just hit the link and you can come back up. And when you come up, mute your phone till you want to speak or talk. Okay, go ahead, Tips Love too.
Maybe I can't see it either. He can't bring it up. It said the U.S. Department of Justice lawsuit against the state of Alabama over unsafe conditions in the men's prison could be more than 2 years away from resolution.
What the hell? Why they gotta wait 2 years?
U.S. District Judge David Proctor has issued a schedule order in case the telling lawyers to be ready for the trial in November 2024. Prosecutor ordered to issue May 10th states other deadlines in the case over the next 2 years, such as when reports from hold on.
I got a tip. Let me see. Such as when reports from experts must be filed and when discovery in the case closes. Keep going, Mr. Bass. Yeah, we are so sorry. But these words, the judge wrote that the non-jury trial is expected to last 6 to 8 weeks. Okay. So the Department of Justice sued Alabama in December 2020, alleging the failure to protect prisoners from inmate-on-inmate violence and sexual abuse, failure to protect them from excessive force by staff, and failure to provide safe conditions of confinement violate constitutional prohibition on cruel and unusual punishment. I'm sorry, y'all. Wait a minute, my eyes burning. The Department of Justice first made most of the allegations in April 2019 and said that at the time of the lawsuit that Alabama had failed to address problems. That's the thing. They keep Alabama Department of Correction keep failing to address problems. So how is it that this is going on, y'all? They're failing to address problems. They're getting hit with lawsuits after lawsuits. It's like they pay for the lawsuits and shit still remains the same. However, y'all, my biological father died in prison. So my aunt them sued the prison and they got paid. But his health declined. He was a diabetic, health declined. They didn't give him the help that he needed. They had to amputate his legs and all this here extra stuff. So this shit just continues to goes on. It's like the Alabama Department of Correction. They'll just throw their money at it and just keep pushing and continue to do what they're doing, So
the fact that they're pushing their money on it, I think it's the fact that they know ways around the law that can buy them more time.
But Tip, they've been buying time for many of years.
But
girl, as we go through this content, Tip, you're gonna see how they're buying time like years after years after years. Like, how do you keep buying time like this? Like,
you have to know the connections, you have to know the people, you have to know the law. The same way they brought charges on rkelly, you can't fathom it in our thoughts, right? There's always a way around a way when it comes to people and the government.
Okay, and so the feds has supposed to have been taking over the state of Alabama prisons it's been a talk for a few years now. But however, I was asking, my peoples who within the walls, when the feds gonna take it over. They stated that they're not gonna take it over due to the debt that the Alabama Correctional Facility is in. They're in a lot of debt, but you all are causing all these issues and you're throwing money. So I make it make sense. So how is they in debt, but they're throwing this money, and I don't get it. And she's getting CV-19 relief funding money and won't pass it out to the people who was supposed to be getting like unemployment, because like my mom been working all her life. She worked in a plant, and when it hit or whatever, like my mom, wasn't working. However, they never did give my mama her unemployment, which the state had the money to do that. So she blocked everybody from receiving unemployment in the state of Alabama to build prisons.
No, of course, I believe it. Georgia did the same thing. One thing I tell them is a joke that people go out to vote for presidents when they should vote for their governors and things of that sort.
Yes.
Those are the same thing. Camp did it in Georgia. You understand me? When the president said, "Oh, everybody get on deployment," he stopped it when he felt like he wanted to stop it.
Yeah.
And most of these states are self-will states, meaning they can do what they want to do.
Absolutely, absolutely. And not only that, you have to look at it down south tip. Down south, how they operate, like that.
You all keep saying down south, up north is the same.
Okay, but listen, like that saltine that came in that saltine that was shitting on this toilet that came in our on our panel, that saltine, unfortunately, like, with that being said, you got people like it that really think that, like, like they rule the world and all of this shit here or whatever. But however, they might be long. They might be long, and a lot of people carry their backs because that be that retirement money from cluckers back when.
Boss lady, they proved that to y'all when they marched the Capitol. When they marched the Capitol, the first thing those white people were saying, "This is my house. I paid for this motherfucker to be here." That's how they feel.
And they ain't paid for shit. Them niggas built their White House. Before it was called the White House, it was called something else. The niggas built that.
Of course, but the white people feel that that's their tax dollars. Everything go back to these tax dollars that they flaunt around and throw around when they want to talk about people on welfare and all that thing. Every day you pay taxes when you buy shit. So I don't know what they be talking about. But that's how white people feel.
Girl, only in their world. That's why... God bless their little soul. You know what I'm saying? I'm not prejudiced. I just have, issues against the one came up here, but I knew who he was and who he be. But guess what? He said a lot before he did what he did. He said a lot. I used to be a white supremacist, but you all, like, bitch, what he did say before he did what he did, that bitch acknowledged that we are the chosen people of God. Okay? So go keep wiping your shitty ass saltine. Okay, so anywho, we're gonna continue to read this. Let's see where I was. Okay, so Proctor order says lawyers are negotiating arguments for site visits to the prisons and for interviews of prisoners. His order says that any prisoner can decline to be interviewed in the presence of the Department of Justice. The judge said the state and Justice Department previously negotiated on a possible settlement. Proctor order said if the parties want to resume settlement talks, they should do so through U.S. Magistrate Judge John Alt, who managed the talks. He talks earlier. Okay. Last year, the legislature approved a plan supported by, here we go, Governor Kay Abbott to build 2 4,000-bed men prisons. Y'all check this content out now. To replace some of the state's 13 men's prison, the governor and lawmaker called it a major step towards addressing problems resulting from decades of neglect to the prison system. However, we're going to break this shit down, okay, y'all? The $1.3 billion funded plan for the project includes the use of $400 million in federal here we go, y'all. $400 million in federal CV relief funds from the American Rescue Plan Act. The state has signed a contract with Cadell Construction of Montgomery to build one of the new prisons in Elmo County for $623 million. It will include special facilities for medical and mental health care. The other new prison will be in Escambia County.
Okay. So you're gonna have a facility for medical and mental health care. Come on, that's just another room. That you just
exactly, mister. But like stated, mister, check this out. Is not going, listen, she not building prisons to get the people, the human men that are incarcerated. You got more of them locked up for habitual offender and a little bag of reefer or crack trying to make some money than you do Rape is our murder. Just keep this shit real, okay?
Yeah, and it
Because my
always back.
people's not to put his out there, but that's a go-getter, okay?
Yeah.
That's my bro. We
So
from the same neck of the woods. That's a go-getter. So you got people out here that's doing what they do to get money because they got a family to provide for it. You know what I'm saying? And then here it is, woo, all these years.
You know, we can blame that on back in the 90s when they put the 3 strike shit out.
Bill Clinton and the president, the resigned president that they got in the White House right now. Yeah, let's talk about it.
So, you know, they the ones, man, formulated that, which they thought, man, they was doing something good.
Yeah.
But it's put a lot more people in jail, in these prison systems because of that. So, man, you got people in here for habitually having a joint, a blunt.
Yep.
And
instance,
just because they got caught on that, and then it's just, you know, considered you know, they had priors.
Yeah.
So therefore, man, you know, it keeps them in there.
Absolutely. So you mean to tell me, like, okay, so my cousin just got back out, and when he just got back out, right, he had did his thing or whatever, out getting money, went to prison, did about 8 to 10 years or whatever, got out. He was still on papers for a couple of years. However, they caught him with a blunt. He was on unsupervised. They caught him with a blunt, you know, whoop-de-doo, you know, and guess what? They sent him back to prison to do the remainder for that blunt. You know what I'm saying? But thank God he threw with the system. Listen, he done with it. He knocked the rest of it out that he had to do, and he done with it. So we don't got to worry about that. But like stated, mister, she is using CV-19 relief money to build prison. So you mean to tell me why you couldn't get them people their unemployment money? Or not only their unemployment money, why you can't make sure the facilities that you already have, you know, like I know they can do a remodel or something like that.
That money that they got, man, from the act of that, man, from the Coronavirus Act, that money was supposed to be used, man, for the protection of the inmates, man, you know, to upgrade the facility, not to, man, be put into whatever kind of fund to build a new prison. You know, a lot of these people, man, they did the minimum to get that money. And the reason why I know that is because, man, I worked for a facility that, man, did the only the minimum, barely the minimum, just to get that money. And then they didn't pay us, man, you know, COVID pay.
No,
so, you know, we didn't get COVID pay, man, because they talking about staff, supervisor staff, man, are not allowed to get it. You know, they trickled a little bit down to the ones that, you know, that they felt need to trickle it. But man, a lot of that money, man, was pocketed.
And you know, for her to be so low down over there, y'all know she has cancer, right? Very, very demonic, very evil. You know, for someone to be going through what she's going through, you would think her heart would be different. But that just goes to show you.
And she got the best health care, the best. They know what they do.
Also, guess what? She have you know, she have guards that stand out her gated home down there in Alabama. It's gated. It's good and gated.
Hey, I'll just say this little. I see this right here. It has some ties. The construction company has some ties to the state government. All do.
Yes.
All do. No matter what state you in. You know, most of these men. Hey, if you got a construction company that's building some type of facility, some type of housing facility for people, whether it's mental health, prisons, or hospital, yeah, they have ties to not only the state government but the federal.
More than likely, that's their family member. What y'all talking about?
True that.
That is a red business. Believe that.
That's all it is. So let's keep it with the content, Mr. Bass. Let's run it. It's just like y'all. I'm gonna scan through real quick when it comes to these itty bitty words. Okay, U.S. Department of Justice sues Alabama over unsafe prison conditions. Did we just read that, Mr. Bass?
Yes, I think that's what we read.
Okay, so on to the next, Mr. Bass. Just read it. So also, you all, we have We also have some content that we're going to bring forth about this young man, and as well as his sister. His sister, her rights was also violated on Sunday when her and her sister-in-law went to go and to check on her brother and to visit her brother. They stripped her of her rights. They violated her when she went to go and visit him, which is not right. Also, you all, okay, so ACLU of Alabama, okay, y'all, bear with us while Mr. Bass pull up the content because I sent him over a lot, baby. He got a lot over there. Okay, so ACLU of Alabama blasts lawmakers for state house to prison pipeline bills. Let's go. Y'all, this is how the prison looking. Like, man, if you pull it down a little bit more, Mr. Bass, like if you literally was in these conditions where you could just stretch your arms out and like, boom, you hitting somebody like that is not comfortable. Which prison is not the facility is not to make you comfortable. But however, if you woke up in something like that, you packed like rats, like that'll mess with your mental all day. I know it would mean.
Not only that, though, it's dangerous.
Absolutely.
It's unhealthy and all that.
Yeah.
You got three on three to a section. Top, middle, bottom.
Imagine during COVID.
Right.
And you're looking
y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Talking about doing that CV time. Listen, baby, they had a lot of them that they had no sinks. They had like one sink operating throughout the whole prison or the whole dorm. Like, it's crazy.
Right.
Like, it's crazy.
The picture we just saw, from looking at it from my standpoint, you're looking at a cadre unit, which means most of these guys in here work in the kitchen. All right, so yeah, because you notice you saw some head nets and mainly white uniforms.
Right.
That's usually kitchen workers.
In the state of Alabama, Mr. Bass, that's what color all of their uniforms were. They were all white. Some of them still wear them. They were all white. The whole prison facility. It doesn't matter if you're a murderer, a drug dealer, a trafficker. It doesn't matter. They're not sectioned off by colors, Mr. Bass. The Alabama Department of Correction only had one color, and that was white. They all have white. Yeah, they all have white uniforms, and on the back it has Alabama Department of Correction. However, they did just a few years back, they did just order them some khakis. So you still have inmates that still have their white, but they also had a khaki now, which is the khaki top and the khaki bottom. But the whole state of Alabama, the correctional facilities all wear white. It doesn't matter what you have done.
Well, at least that was better than what they doing down there in Arizona. They got them living out there in the desert, man, with the prison stripes on. Well, it's pink and white. My bad, pink.
Pink. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, man. He's dogging them out. That's something else that we'll get into after we finish with this. I'll tell you about it.
Right, baby, because hey, mister, we going from prison to prison, state to state. We busting these mugs open, baby. Exposure. Okay, so the ACLU of Alabama has released a new report denouncing what it describes as the Alabama legislature push to increase criminal penalties and incarceration as opposed to what it considers more progressive criminal justice policies. The Alabama State House to Prison Pipeline report says 148 of 873 billion introduced in the legislature this year were pipeline bills because they impose punishment instead of ideas that would help resolve prison overcrowding or reforms such as more options for voting. Only 32 of the pipeline bills passed, and most of those were local laws that affected only one county, such as new fees collected by law enforcement. But the report says the push for legislation to criminalize or increase penalties for individuals' behavior, expand the authority of law enforcement, and adopt policies inconsiderate constitutional will worsen problems like the state prison crisis. Our leaders can no longer advocate their responsibility to address the crisis, and more pipeline legislation is not meaningful solutions. Dilton Nettles, Policy and Advocacy Director for the ACLU of Alabama, said in the news release. You can see the report at the end of this article. Okay, the ACLU of Alabama is a long-time critic of the state's criminal justice policies and has called for sentencing reforms and other changes. The U.S. Department of Justice has alleged that conditions in Alabama prison violates the right of the incarcerated men. Facts. Because of the levels of violence and other problems. Didn't we state here earlier, Mr. Bates, do you think that they are, allowing them to be in that situation so that they can create havoc and chaos within the prison?
Not only that, create that, man, and make them kill each other and all that,
There you go. Yeah.
It's population control, man, at its finest, man, in the United States of this America.
Oh, okay. That's what called Babylon. Let's go.
But Mr. Bates, man, I definitely listen to you on this because you worked it, you seen it, and you already know what's going on with it.
Well, you just said it. You just said it. The worst thing that the state could have ever done, any states could have ever done, was get in bed with the private correctional companies, because that makes things even worse, and it makes it even more of a greed thing. It's more about money than anything else.
Mm-hmm. They getting paid every day.
Yeah, they have to keep these prisons. The state have to keep the prison 90% full.
Yeah.
If it drops down to 89%, they got to pay a large amount of money to these private companies.
So that explains. So, Mr. Bates, let me ask you a question. So that explains why a lot of these inmates, as they are being sent up for parole, actually they're not even getting parole. They're actually not even getting parole because they transfer them to other facilities. Now, could that be the case as well? That say, for instance, if that facility drops down at like 80%, when they got to keep a 99 to 100% inmate rate. So do you think that they transfer them over there and they're denying their parole so they can keep every prison facility to that max?
Yep.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am. That's exactly what I'm saying. So for them to be transferring people out that's that have gotten parole or getting ready to go up for parole or anything like that, and transferring them out prior to that, that's all they doing. All you got to do is look at what facility is the most overcrowded and which ones are not overcrowded or don't have their 90%, and see if I guarantee you that paperwork will show you that it's going to those prisons that need them inmates.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And they're not doing anything with the money. I mean, because if you see some of the videos that we have, and we seen the food is, oh my God, that shit look like rubber, like it's roadkill.
They pocketing that money. They using their prison system as the states is using it as a personal thing. They are getting filthy rich off of the prison system, and then on top of that, 75 to 95% that's in the prison system is us. Okay.
Yeah. True that.
Yeah, it's us, and you have some brown. I'm gonna say brown folks because I don't like calling them Hispanic, because I know a lot of them don't like to be called Hispanic.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's a label that was given to them. But anyways, like I was working at a maximum security, and we had Bloods, Crips, GDs. We had what do you call it? MS-13.
13.
Yeah, we had them all.
Mm-hmm.
And when I retired, that's one of the reasons I retired, because it was getting too lax. I had been there too long at that while it was maximum security, and when they started dropping the security level, they started hiring gangbangers off the street. You might have what. So you had these young guys coming in there bip bopping and rapping, and I'm like, yo, you don't realize where you at, do you?
Yeah, so that's also, that's also another thing too, Mr. Bates. Said that as I was doing the research and everything that you all were dropping, however, you can't pay anyone no more to go into the prison to work in the facility. Said that they are overpowered by the inmates. That say like it's maybe 3-4 guys or so to a facility. Like how they do, like I don't understand it. So a lot of people just not even fucking with them.
Okay, what happened here in Virginia? They had people who have never worked in a penitentiary before. They call themselves consultants to come in there and say, well, you don't need this many officers over here. You only need X amount of officers. So we went from having 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 officers to a building to having 1, 2, 3, to having 6 on the floor. All right.
For a whole facility?
Yeah, and we had how many was it? 12. We had 48 inmates per pod, and you got three pods in the building, and so that was it for the officers. So if you were working a population building, that means come rec time, okay, a pod will go out first, but you got 48 to 60, 96 inmates coming past 2 officers.
Oh man, they got to whoop them up.
Overpowered like hell.
Yeah, and then one officer got to hold the door upstairs while the other one go down to the bottom of the stairs to hold that door. So now you got a sergeant and 2 officers on the floor, and you're moving 96 inmates from each part.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kish said years of the same people in office and not doing anything fast. However, you all, I don't even understand how Governor Kay Ivey can be the governor of Alabama is because she was not voted in by the people. However, the other governor that was there, however, he had sex scandals and all this that took place. So she was next up and next in line. So however, they just put her in the office. See, here go my peoples. He said Kay Ivey didn't never get voted in office. Facts. They put her in there, y'all. The people did not vote for her. She was not voted. Like stated, the last governor that was there, the governor got caught up in sex scandals and all this here came out. Well, so he resigned, whatever, and boom, here she go. And so it's
she was
like
lieutenant governor then. Huh.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, nobody voted. Yes, nobody voted her in. It's like, okay, now she came in and this woman is the prejudice. Listen, this thing is prejudice, y'all. I'm talking about it shows. You understand me? She executed my best friend, another one of my homeboys. She executed him and this man was innocent, y'all. Okay, so back to the content. Among the legislation criticized in the report is the law making it a crime to provide puberty blockers and hormones for transgender minors to help them transition. Huh? That legislation passed but has been blocked by a federal court. Alabama was the first state to apply felony penalties to what parents and advocates say is vital care for youth with gender dysphoria. Advocates for the bill say it was to protect minors from the long-range consequences of medical treatment that should be limited to adults. The report denounces a bill that defines rioting and imposes mandatory jail time after an arrest for rioting, legislation that critics said would stifle peaceful protests. The bill came in response to the violence that broke out at a Birmingham protest in the summer of 2020. After the police killing of George Floyd in Minnesota, the sponsor, Representative Alan Treadaway, R. Morris, whatever, said police needed a stronger law to stop organized efforts to hijack protests and cause violence. The bill did not pass. Whoa. Okay, so next content, Mr. Best, let's run it. Okay, the report says Alabama lawmakers have not promoted more access to voting. It criticized a ban on curbside voting, which passed. It says the legislation should have approved a bill for no excuse absentee voting. See, that's all they think about is fucking voting. Like, come on, man. Like come on, allowing anyone to vote by mail without having to state a specific reason. The report calls on the legislature to pass a bill to repealing the habitual offender, which is 3 strikes and you're out of here. If the 3 strikes, which means that if you get caught with reefer or something of that magnitude 3 times, they get to send you to prison for the rest of your life. Okay. Act and to set new guidelines and oversight for the parole board, which has sharply reduced the rate of paroles granted over the last few years. Facts. They holding them in there, y'all. They not granting parole. Keep it going, Mr. Bass. Next content. Shout out to everyone in the comment section. Blessings to each and every last one of you all. I ask that you all hit that like button, comment, and sub to our channel, please. Tonight, we are discussing corruption within the prison system, Department of Correctional down in Alabama. Excuse me, y'all. And we will actually be going from state to state to state, y'all. That's where Boss Lady is trying to take this thing to exposing all of it. Boss Lady and the fam, baby. So if you all would like to stream your link, just hit on the stream your link, and you all can be able to come up to the panel, please. Go to the next one, Mr. Bass. I think that's another one that I sent you twice. I'm sorry. Please, you all hit that like button. We ask that you please hit the like button. It don't cost nothing. It's free. Just hit the like button. Comment in the comment section. Share our channel as well as sub to our channel. We appreciate it. Thank you so much for your support. Shout out to Michelle, everyone in the comment section. Blessings to you all. Blessings to you all.
Well, he got that hand cocked back, don't he?
Huh?
I said he got that hand cocked back pretty good, don't he?
So okay, so this is a video. This is a clip where it actually shows that the officer is there beating an inmate. Do y'all not see him? He got his hand cocked back like that and beating the inmate. So they also endure this. You know, those the few little guards that the COs, they call them COs. The few COs that they do have, they bring their problems to work. They, dehumanize the inmates that are in there that are human. And so that's why some of them get hit up and whatever else things happen to them, because they treat them like they're nothing. And if they do know that you have no family on the outside to reach on the inside to be concerned about you, they really have way with you. So let's go, Mr. Bass.
Video appears to show Alabama prison guard beating incarcerated man. A video shared on social media appears to show a correctional officer at the Elmore County Correctional Facility beating an incarcerated individual on the roof of a building at the facility. The video shows what appears to be a group of correctional staff outside a building at the Elmore County facility, with an incarcerated man in distress on the roof's edge. An individual correctional guard is seen walking up towards the distressed individual at the crest of the roof. Warning: the embedded videos are graphic. Code 1. The correctional guard then pulls the individual away from the edge of the roof and appears to begin beating him. A separate angle of the incident, shared in a video on social media, shows what appears to be the correctional officer striking the individual 3 times, before pausing and striking an additional 2 times. The name of the incarcerated individual being beaten is not currently known, with the video taken on Wednesday, according to a source within the Alabama correctional system. Code 2. APR was not able to verify the identity of the correctional officer beating the individual on the rooftop. Adoc has yet to comment on the incident as of Friday afternoon.
Okay, Mr. Bass, you can keep the content running. However, y'all, like his children ain't in that facility, and he's sitting there and putting hands on a human, on the inmate within the facility. So what part is that right for him to be beating down the inmate, y'all?
You know, I mean, I can understand sometimes, man, these guys will test you in there, but man, at this, I'm gonna say like Mr. Terry said, at the same time, man, you got these man guards, man, they got that power, that what you call it, that power trip, they want to be in power and control, and figuring that man, a lot of these guys gonna do what they tell them to do, and man, it don't work like that, and I mean, look, I didn't seen a whole lot of it myself, man. During the time I was locked up, and uh, some of it didn't even make sense. Some of it, man. Yeah, the guards was defending themselves. Some of them guards didn't do nothing, man. But then you had some, man, that was just, man, over aggressive with stuff. Unnecessary. Treating them like they ain't shit. Like we are dogs. And man, and a lot of those guys they get tired of it. So yeah, they end up testing them guards, and then on top of that, like like Mr. Bay said, man, uh, you only got 6 of them to a whole facility like that, man. They overpowering them. But I mean, I can't justify, man. A guard just beating up on the inmate, because a lot of them just do it, man. Like I said, when they don't follow directions or something, if they don't do what they say, man, they treat them like shit in there. They treat them like shit, man. They don't care. You just a number.
Absolutely. And that's what it's called, an AIS number, correct?
Yeah, and in some states they got them different, but I mean, for Alabama, yes, so man, it disgusts me, man. Just looking at this, man, because it makes me remember, man, the shit that I seen. Excuse me for my language,
No, you good, mister. Okay, so keep the content going. So you all, this right here, due to everything that is going on within the prison system, right? This here, I'm sure that you all maybe seen it float throughout social media. By the young lady by the name of Castillo Vaughn was concerned about her brother, and she received some pictures and everything, and was told to get help for her brother. This is in the Alabama correctional facility. Actually, it's at Elmo, the prison that we just seen the man beating on the inmate. This is the facility that the brother was incarcerated in. However, they only took him down the street, just like not even a minute down the street, to stay facility, to allegedly say that he's getting treatment, which we're going to get off into that, which that is a lie. So, Mr. Bates, if you can, just go ahead on and run it, please. Thank you. And Mr.
You got a picture of your big brother, and your big brother look dead.
The family of 32-year-old Castillo Vaughn is calling for help after these disturbing images were sent to them from inside the Elmore Correctional Facility.
For his eyes to be rolled back and him just sitting right there in general population, I'm like, this like a zombie.
The family from Mobile says when they last visited Vaughn in June, he was healthy. But they say about 3 weeks ago, he called them complaining about stomach issues. So they say he asked for medical treatment.
And no one was giving it to him. And when they did, it was like the bare minimum.
They say days later, they then received a call from an inmate, letting them know Vaughn had been taken into surgery at the prison's medical facility. The inmate told them he had part of his small intestine removed.
We weren't even informed of the surgery at all. The inmate said it was less than 32 hours he was back in there with 32 staples going down his abdomen.
They say they had reached out to the Department of Corrections multiple times, who had promised them that he would be in good care, only to receive these images days later. That's when they took to social media calling for help. We reached out to ADOC, who told us they understand there is concern about Vaughn's welfare. They said in a statement, part quote, he is assigned to Elmore Correctional Facility, but is currently housed at Staten Medical Observation Unit. ADOC's Office of Health Services has fully investigated his situation from a clinical perspective, and he has been offered all necessary treatment for his condition. Also, he has been in touch with his family to update them on his situation.
He's been offered all necessary treatment, Now y'all are trying to treat him because it's on the media. The boy has been asking y'all for help.
Vaughn is serving a 25-year sentence on multiple charges out of Baldwin and Mobile counties for unlawful breaking and entering a vehicle and first-degree robbery.
Breaking and entering on a vehicle?
On the breaking in a car and robbery, 25 years.
You know, and when the robbery charges probably wasn't about shit. That probably, man, this, okay. The robbery could have been, man, whatever was in the vehicle that he took, you know.
Yep. And I don't think, Mr. that he needs to be in a prison facility, period. I don't think he needs to be in State, Elmo, Draper. Listen, I don't think he needs to be in none of them. He needs to be in a free world hospital to get the help that he needs. So, you know, his family stated that he had surgery in there. So I'm going to tell you all what happened. As you all know that I'm a nurse. So what has happened and what has taken place is when they did surgery on him, listen here, they did not do something right. It was not done right. On top of that, you all, he was not given the medication, the treatment. His wounds had not been cleaned, all of this. So what has happened is he has set up an infection due to after they had surgery on him. Listen, when they had surgery on him, he has infection has set in on that young man, and it's not, listen, it's eating him from inside out, y'all.
Well, that look like staph to me.
There you go, mister. So I wouldn't be surprised if that damn Elmo facility, oh, trust me, they're covering their tracks, y'all. They're covering their tracks. I mean, from the logging in to the healthcare, all of this, they are covering their tracks. Best believe they trying to cover their tracks. But however, we the people not going to allow them to get away with nothing. We're going to help this family as well as other families, because this young man, excuse me, y'all, because this young man is one of so many.
Right.
All around the globe. It's not just Alabama. This young man is one of so many. Man, listen here. It could be your family. It could be my family. Like my family, listen. They gonna have to come with it. My uncle just did him 30 to the door. And he out, praise God. But guess what? He was not having it. He will let you all know, like when the COs come around, you don't supposed to have a certain amount of this, a certain amount of that. And they want to take your food that your family send you money to get whatever, because they say you have to have a certain amount. He used to tell them, don't fuck with my food or my box. And listen, he would turn with them people. He would turn with them because of how they is. You get what I'm saying? And the attitudes that they bring and what they do. So we're gonna help this family as well as others. Like I said, this is shedding light on darkness, evil, corruption that is going on throughout the world, whether it's the music industry, the schools, the prison system, everywhere. It's everywhere. And that's what Truth Be Told TV is here to do, is to expose. So I don't know if anyone in the comment section got the wrong idea about our channel. I have been stating, you all, shout out to the R. Kelly fans. We over here are as well. But listen, this go, because y'all got to realize Kel's in prison too. Okay? So we have to light on all of this. Okay? So it's not just the R. Kelly channel. This exposed corruption at its highest. That's what we do over here. Is Truth Be Told. We discuss everything over here. There will be Kelly updates, but we discuss everything over here. I have a vetted folder for Kelly. So everything will be discussed over here, you all. So let's go, Mr. Bass. Continue with the content. Mister, if you can, I'm about to run and do a round quick. If you can, check it out and keep it going. I'll be right back.
All right.
On Friday, I reported on a story of a man in an Alabama prison who was
shout out to this content creator as well. I'm sorry, Mr. Bass. Shout out to this content creator as well.
Friday, I said on
shed light
Friday
on this as
that I
well.
would be sending a private investigator and a civil rights attorney into Alabama to that state prison in order to get answers and to make sure that Mr. Vaughn is receiving the medical attention that he obviously needed. Well, we did that this weekend. I also contacted the prison officials there and made it very clear that either A, I would be given assurance that he was receiving medical attention, or they were going to have to call the local sheriff and have me arrested from the facility. Harry Daniels, civil rights attorney, was able to talk directly with Mr. Vaughn. Mr. Vaughn explained the situation. I also talked with Miss Cassie Vaughn, the sister of Mr. Vaughn. I want to remind you of those pictures on social media that led to this story. Horrific. Go to the next one. Okay. This is what Mr. Vaughn looked like just a couple of months ago. All right. With me today, I have Cassie Vaughn and Casey Vaughn to talk about what's going on with their brother and provide an update to the story. Cassie and Casey, thank you both for being on the show. Let's do this because we're having some issues with the sound. Cassie, I spoke to you directly. I gave you a phone call and you and I were able to connect via social media, and then we talked directly. You told me about Mr. Vaughn and his condition, that basically he was throwing up. He was having some issues with his intestinal tract. They did surgery and then basically left him there without proper care. Other things happened after that. He was not properly cared for. Can you give us an update as to the status of your brother, the medical care he's receiving now, and the representation he currently has?
I visited Mr. Vaughn yesterday after I was not entering to the prison. They called me and let me know to come back and visit him. Mr. Vaughn is still in the same condition that he was in that photo. Mr. Vaughn is using a pamper to use the bathroom. He's depending on the inmates to change his pamper. He hasn't brushed his teeth. They haven't gave him any bath or anything. His hygiene is horrible. He had filthy clothes on, and it's a wound on his stomach that is bleeding pus and blood outside of it. Mr. Vaughn obtained 3 lawyers, Harry Daniels, Lee Merritt, and Benjamin Crump, and that is who will be representing him.
Cassie, when you first posted these pictures on social media, you received these pictures with a message that said, get help. Tell us how you were alerted to the condition of your brother.
I was alerted by a fellow inmate inside of Elmore Correctional Facility. They texted me and let me know. They said, Castillo Vaughn, first off, they called me and they said, please get your brother some help. He is doing so bad. And I said, okay, what is going on with him? They sent me that photo. They didn't want to send me the photo, but I was begging and pleading with them, like, please send me the photo. Let me see how he looks. They sent me that photo and I instantly broke down crying. When I seen that photo, Mr. Vaughn was not recognizable as my brother. Mr. Vaughn, the fellow inmate that reached out to me about Mr. Vaughn, he let me know that Mr. Vaughn needs serious help and he's not going to make it until Monday. So to please seek help right away.
I want to remind everybody that this situation went viral because of Miss Vaughn, Cassie Vaughn, deciding to post it on social media. The local media tried to get involved. They attempted to contact the prison officials. They attempted to make contact by way of their channels, their protocol. They were told nothing. They were stonewalled every step of the way. On Friday after the reporting, I made sure I contacted civil rights attorney Harry Daniels. We had a conversation before the segment. He already agreed that he would take this case. And then Harry Daniels and Ms. Vaughn had a conversation. Ms. Vaughn, you and I spoke, and I'm glad that we had that conversation on Saturday morning. You and I spoke. I connected you to Harry Daniels. From what you can share with that conversation, tell us about that conversation with Mr. Daniels.
Mr. Daniels, Mr. Daniels was outraged when he called me. He didn't believe it at all. So I let him know the story and what was going on. And he told me that he is not seeking any lawsuits or anything. He is seeking medical help for Castillo Vaughn.
That was absolutely the primary obligation, is to make sure his health was stabilized. As it stands now, he's alive, but he is still suffering. When you were able to visit him on Sunday after being completely stonewalled by this jail, what was the condition of your brother, and how is he saying the staff has been treating him?
Mr. Vaughn stated that the staff is not giving him any medical help. He is actually dependent on other inmates to help him do daily things. He is not able to walk. Like I said, he has a pamper that he's using the bathroom in. If no other inmate tries to come and help him change it, he changes it on his own. Mr. Vaughn doesn't have a toothbrush to brush his teeth. His hygiene was, I'm talking about, horrible. He had blood on his clothes, dirty. He was filthy. And he told me to please get him help. He said that State Correctional Facility is not helping him no more than Elmore was, and that he needs to be in a free world hospital.
Yeah.
Mr. Vaughn.
No, I agree. Go ahead, sister. Go ahead.
Okay. And Mr. Vaughn also told me that he's afraid to die inside of the prison.
That is such an unfortunate reality that he's facing right now. I need to make note of this. The inmates, the individuals who are his fellow friends inside of the jail, the cellmates, etc., they are the ones that had enough heart to contact you and make you aware of what was going on with your brother. The staff did not do this. The medical team did not do this. The warden, the medical director, nor the head of the facility, they did not do this. As a matter of fact, they did the exact opposite. They tried to keep you away from seeing your brother. Your name was taken off the visitation list. There was absolutely no movement, no transparency. Now there's a little bit of transparency. He's been transferred to another facility, and their spin is he's now receiving the medical treatment that he needs because of this transfer. Well, what we're saying is that's not true. Mr. Vaughn is saying that's not true. And all of these attorneys are saying that is not true. He is still in need of actual medical help. So, Cassie, let me ask you this. What should happen this week to make this a situation that your brother can live through?
I believe that Mr. Vaughn needs to be transferred to an actual hospital, medical experts that's willing to take the time out to care for my brother's health.
For those who may not know, her brother had to undergo surgery, and while he was incarcerated, obviously, went through surgery. They had to remove a part of his small intestine. And then after the surgery, they left him there. Those pictures that you see, some of those pictures are post-surgery. And according to multiple reports, they're not cleaning him. They are not disinfecting. There are infections that are setting in, and things are still dire for Mr. Vaughn. For those who would like to help, for those who would like to be part of the movement to protect this life, this is a human being and he should have a human experience no matter what. For those who would like to be part of that, they can contribute to the GoFundMe. Many of you already did it based on the reporting on Friday. Cassie, tell people how they can contribute to the GoFundMe account right now.
The GoFundMe account is named Castillo Vaughn Help. So you can go on there and donate, share it. That'll help too. The GoFundMe is also in my Instagram. You can reach my Instagram handle at k.assieee, and it is right up under the bio. That's the only thing that's in the bio. And I also have a Facebook, Cassie Vaughn, VAUGHAN, and you can go on there, and the GoFundMe link is pinned at the top of my page.
The private investigator that I sent to Alabama gave me an update this morning, and he said that the issues that your brother currently is experiencing is not uncommon in Alabama state prisons. Have you heard this as well in your seeking justice for your brother?
Yes, I have.
Okay. We're going to continue to work with you. We're going to continue to advocate for you, and we're going to continue to hold the state prison system accountable. I would not be surprised if the Department of Justice did not get involved. I do think this is a DOJ worthy situation happening right now. Ms. Vaughn, once again, give out the information for those who would like to assist by contributing to the GoFundMe.
The GoFundMe name is Castillo Vaughn Help, and it is a picture of him when he was healthy on July the 15th. And you can also go and reach my Instagram handle at k.assieee. And I also have a Facebook, and the Facebook name is Cassie, Kassie Vaughn, Vaughan, and it is pinned at the top of the page. And we would like to thank you all for donating and supporting and getting my brother's story out there so he can seek medical help.
Cassie, I want to say to you, thank you for being the leader that you are. You are a young sister who decided to engage in this way because you knew it could get the attention of others. And you were right. You were so right. We thank you for your leadership. We thank you for the courage that you have. You and your sister, Casey, thank you both. You know I'm here for you. All you got to do is call me or text me. I'm going to keep you updated as to the PI. I'm glad I was able to connect you to the attorneys and make this happen, but we still do not have what we want. We want Mr. Vaughn in a proper medical facility where his life will absolutely be preserved. This makes absolutely no sense. Thank you so much for what you continue to do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wow.
So if anybody, either one of the Truth Be Told TV family members would like to contribute to the GoFundMe account, you all have the information. She just gave out the information. She's on Facebook. I reached out to her through Facebook. However, you all can donate to the GoFundMe to help get him some help. They have a lawyer fee, but however, he needs to get, they have lawyers that have stepped in, but unfortunately, it's the help far as what else he needs. You get what I'm saying? So if you all would like to, if you have it, if you do, you do, you don't, that's okay. Even prayers help, because it's kind of rough out here. Even if you don't have it, pray. You know what I'm saying? Continue to pray for this family, this young man and his family. But yes, it's not common it's common in the prison system, mister. This is a repeated cycle. This is what happens. What happens is the inmates have cellular phones. You get what I'm saying? So they have the outside communication, and they're able to shed light and expose these things that are going on in between those walls. You get what I'm saying?
I know a lot of things is not uncommon, but a situation like that should be, first of all, it shouldn't even be happening,
Facts.
And if it is, and by it happening, that shouldn't be something that be going on all the time. Come on, you let
that. It's the norm. It shouldn't be the norm, but it is the norm.
Exactly. Now, my bad. I couldn't find a word for it, man, because I'm infuriated over here, man. Looking at
that
this
shit
and
is
hearing,
sad. Yeah.
And I got family still locked up. And
that's what I'm saying.
Look, I just reached out. I just reached out to some of my family, telling me, hey, I ain't heard nothing from you.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what
looking
I'm
at this. I need to know.
Because that's what I'm saying, mister. You know what I'm saying? To everybody in the comment section, like you just stated, and like I just stated, you know what I'm saying? My uncle just was released. My cousin was released. My son walk around with an ankle box. You know what I'm saying? So that has its terms or whatever. However, I got partners, I got homies, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm no longer in the street, real recognize real. I got peoples behind them bars in every facility, you know what I'm saying? So it could be your loved one, it could be your son, your brother, your sister, all of that. You know what I'm saying? No one deserves to be dehumiliated. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm teared up over here. I'm holding them back. because like it is so sad, y'all. Like this is a hurtful situation. And not only, like stated, not only is he going through, you all, everybody else is going through as well in these facilities. You know what I'm saying? So this is shedding light to a lot of things that's going on in there, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this could be your son, your brother, your husband. This could be your loved one. You know what I'm saying? We have to, you know, shed light on the things in pertaining to these situations. You know, so let's go, Mr. Bass. Continue the road. Now, up next, the content that Mr. Bass is about to bring forth to you all is the sister. So the sister went to see him in the prison on Sunday. They have stripped her. They violated her rights. They have stripped her from even seeing her brother as well as her sister-in-law, which is the brother's wife. Also, you all see this young man, how healthy he was before they did surgery and did all this to him. Did y'all not see those photos? Like, it's sad. Come on. So what they did here is violated his sister's rights. You know, they searched her. They inappropriately searched her. You know, they had no business searching her like that. I'd have been in plenty prison facilities when my brothers was in them, my husband, so my ex-husband rather. I've been to plenty of prison facilities. You know what I'm saying? None of them does the searching the way that they perform the search on this sister. So I'm gonna let you all check it out. This is Miss Castillo Vaughn. This is Castillio's sister. This is what she posted on this Sunday when she went to go and see her brother. However, her brother still has refused to receive the treatment that he needs to get. They only moved him down the street. And I know all the prison facilities there in Alabama, like I said, been there, done that. You know, so they moved him like a minute down the street to another prison that, come on, like he's not getting the help that he needs there. The man need to be in a free world hospital to get the treatment that he needs. So let's go, Mr. Bass, run it.
Hey everyone. I'm gonna just wait till some viewers come in. Hey you all. I'm gonna start talking when a little more viewers come in.
This woman trying to pull herself together just to even go up there. Damn shame.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. When it hit 100 views, I'm going to start talking about what's going on. Haven't hit it yet. Okay, that's about enough. Okay, so good morning, you all. So, I was scheduled to have a visit with my brother today. They told us to be here at 7 o'clock, me and his wife. We both came up here. I went through the process of getting searched. I gave them my ID. They ran me through the system. They gave me a ticket with my number on it and my name. And they told me that I was a relationship of his sister and Castillo Vaughn. They told me what bed he was in and all of that. So when I get to the back where I'm getting searched and checked for COVID symptoms and all of that, everybody back there has an attitude. Everybody back there has an attitude, but I'm still being respectful. I'm still being nice and kind to everybody. So once I get back there, I go through the screening process. So when I go in the back, I get searched really hard. Like I'm talking about, I'm searched all in my private area. They want me to take my bra off, show inside my penis and everything. Okay, so when I'm doing that, I was like, oh, okay. So his wife goes up. They don't do none of that to his wife. Nothing whatsoever like that. So I was like, okay, they just doing it to make sure I don't have no phone to take no picture of his health or anything like that. So after the fact of that, I was like, okay, let me just see what's going on. So they said they was transferring, they was going to transfer us to Castillo Vaughn in the healthcare unit. So I was like, okay. So a guard comes in. They call his wife up. They talk to his wife. They take his wife outside. They get to talking to his wife. They say, oh, okay, she walks back in. I say, oh, okay, what went on? What they said that they didn't want to talk to me about. She said, I am so mad. I said, what's wrong? She said that she said they basically saying you banned from their campus. They saying you cannot come on their campus. So I was like, what? I was like, I just got searched. I just got ID'd and everything. They said I was on the visitation list, so now I can't come on their campus. And she was like, no, you can't come on their campus. So I was like, okay. So 3 guards surround me and was like, okay, it's time for you to leave up off our campus. After you didn't search me, ID'd me, and walked me through 4 or 5 gates that was locked to take me to the back and not tell me that I can't see my brother at all. So they come out here and they say, okay, you can't be on our campus at all. So now I'm outside of their campus. And so I'm like, oh, okay, so this is what I need everybody to do. Call State Correctional Facility right here. Call them right now and see why that I can't visit my brother when y'all have stated that I can see my brother. I was supposed to have visitation rights regarding my brother, and I'm on his list. I didn't see my brother at all. At all. They all have attitudes. Yes. That's what I'm saying. So, okay, so if you go down this road right here, Elmo Correctional Facility is right here to the left. So it's literally right down this road. It's not even a minute down this road in this stating right here, correctional facility where they transfer him in. So, I didn't see him at all. I don't know his status of his health or anything. Yes, that's what I'm saying. They mad because I done went to social media. When the lady went through my ID, she was like, "Oh, you Miss Vaughn." And so they asked me what I'm here for. I was like, "Okay, I'm here to visit Castillo Vaughn." Once I said that, they gonna say, "Oh, okay, you here to visit Mr. Vaughn?" And I was like, "Yes." And then they was like, "Oh, okay, we'll get to you later." And they moved me to the side and got another people that was there. Yes, I already contacted my lawyer. He told me to let the general public know. So I really want everybody to come up here and we all have a protest. That's what I want.
Their phone number is 334-567-2221. 334-567-2221. Somebody put it in the comments so she can pin it.
And they got 3 guards to walk me all the way to the car. And I wasn't disruptive or anything. So I'm just like, okay, y'all are just profiling me as this person because I went media about y'all. Weird. They weird. Yes, I am, and I'm talking about I'm very respectful. I'm very respectable towards them and everything. And now they saying, "Oh, you can't visit your brother," so I couldn't see him at all. That's the number. I'm finna post the number on Facebook, and I want everybody to call the number and demand why I can't come and see my brother when I'm on his visitation rights. They say I'm not allowed on their campus, so I had to move outside of their campus. 334-567-2221. Yes, I want to have a protest up here now. Cause what they doing is they playing like a mind game. So they want to get me mad so I can do something so I can react to what they're doing. But I'm not going to react. I'm simply going to let y'all have it, and then we'll see what y'all be at. Was the wife able to see him? Did his wife see him? Yes, his wife is in there right now. So I don't know how long the visit is, but when she comes out, she'll update me on his status. Yes, the prison that they transfer him to is acting the same way. They not getting him no help. No, they're not helping him with his health. He said he hasn't taken a bath in 11 days now. They haven't gave him no toothbrush to brush his teeth. He doesn't have any clothes on. His wounds is still exposed. His body is still frail and fragile. His body is still protruding out of his body. So please make it make sense at this point. He wasn't moved here today. He was moved here. I don't know exactly what. I just want everybody to start blowing their line up, stay in correctional facility, and start calling them and asking them, why can't his sister, Castillo Vaughn, see him? Because y'all profiling me because of the simple fact that I went to the media about you all. And I didn't even go to the media about Staten. I went to the media about Elmore Correctional Facility. But since that it's then got so worldwide and so much media is involved, y'all don't want me to see him. They don't have to answer the phone. They probably not gonna answer the phone, actually, y'all, because they know that I'm finna go. They already know. They already know. Cause I asked them and I was like, why can't I see him? And they was like, that's our business. It's no reason. They say it's our business, it's no reason. Now you can get off our campus. Okay. They can hang up all they want. They can hang up. I am letting my lawyer handle. I'm doing everything that my lawyer told me to do. Why did they tell you that on the phone? Exactly. Exactly.
So yeah, Mr. Bass, their content kind of freezing up a little bit, but you all like, yeah, they violated her rights big time. They are so upset and mad with her because she exposed them and shed light. You know what I'm saying? So they searched her wrongfully. They wrongfully searched her. They denied her. They doing all of that. But also, family, I post the comment in the comment section to the GoFundMe to help out if you all would like to. The GoFundMe, I'm sorry, y'all. The GoFundMe is in the comment section if you all would like to donate. If not, you all just send out prayers to this family and so forth on. Keep with the contact, Mr. Bass. Okay, so Mr. Bass, one moment, I have some breaking from the sister. So unfortunately, you all, I have breaking from the sister. She stated that the Alabama Department of Correction, as we were up here stating and what we was talking about, I told you that they were doing a cover up. They're trying to do whatever they can, signing the papers, doing the login of the time as if they've been cleaning him or doing whatever. But I told you all they were doing a cover-up. So verbatim from the sister, Cassie Vaughn. The Alabama Department of Corrections, you all have now violated my brother's HIPAA violations. He never signed any waiver. Is that the case? He would have let me get his medical report stash history. He is not in his correct mental state to sign anything. So the Department of Correction came with some letter as if the brother signed it not to release his information or whatever the case may be. Okay, so they trying to say that he refusing help now, y'all. Hold on, listen. This is why I say the cover up is coming in at y'all. Okay, so they're trying to say that Castillo refused medical help, but again, didn't the Alabama Department of Corrections state that he was receiving help?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so how is it you all say that he receiving help, but then they state that he refusing help? Make it make sense. Like I said, they trying to cover their shit up, y'all. They trying to cover shit up. So she stated that a cover up is what it is. They are trying to cover it up. If Castillo refused medical help, he didn't know what he signed, or he was still in delirious state, which he was in delirious state. If you have one on medication, you cannot go on to a bed to no one that is on a certain type of medication and ask them to sign anything. You can't have them to witness. You can't have them to be a witness in any type of thing. You cannot do that if they are up under a highly, am I right, Mr. Bass? If they seduce, not seduce, but if they mental is not there due to medications, you cannot, ask one for anything that's highly medicated, right?
That's right.
That to be true, huh?
That's correct.
Now my question is,
so how are they saying, Mr. Basin Tip, that he's refusing treatment?
Just like you said, they're trying to cover their behinds because they messed up big time.
They dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And they messed up big time. I'm sorry that Facebook thing wouldn't play right. But,
that's okay, Mr. Bass.
But I watched it earlier, and the what they did to her, that's against the law.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I mean, because if she was banned from that property, then she should have not have been allowed on the property, and they should have never strip searched her. And strip searching, the way they searched her was wrong too.
Yes, all in her pants and shit. Mr. Bass, I'd have been all through every facility in Alabama, okay? I told y'all I come from a world, I have brothers, I have family. Hey, been there, done it. We are changed the people now. But however, they've never, no, they all in her panties, making her turn the inside. What the hell? Making her
that's
no, that's violation.
Even I done been there, man, and I ain't never had to do no shit like that.
Exactly, but you all know that they are retaliating against her because guess what?
Retaliation intimidation.
Yes,
they just transferred her brother to this facility, allegedly for treatment, right? So okay, why y'all doing her like that? Why? It's
so man, it's like, are they trying to say that basically he's refusing treatment because I guess when you in that system like that, they have basically like the power of attorney, and they just basically kind of just trying to force the hand to say, man, he didn't want that or what? I mean, they won't allow her they won't allow her access to his medical rights, ain't that a violation of HIPAA laws also though?
Yeah, it is. And then it's also a violation of HIPAA law, the way the Department of Correction exposing and putting his information out there the way that they are, y'all. They posted his paperwork and put it out there like, yeah, that's violation of HIPAA law. So I'm gonna tell y'all what they're gonna have to do. They're gonna have to they got Ben Crump and some more attorneys that is not running in circles down there with them attorneys in Alabama. Okay? Because if they running with them attorneys down there in Alabama, the family will be fucked financially. They're gonna be in favor for the prison as well as Governor K cancer victim whatever demonic entity down there in Alabama. Okay.
I hope he doing right, because you know how I feel about BC, and I said it before.
Facts. He
So,
ain't right for the people either, allegedly.
Right.
No, yeah,
So,
but he see the money. He see the money that's involved.
He go where the money is. And a lot of families, it's allegedly, because I don't know, but however, a lot of families have come out to state how he has fucked them. Okay. And this is not my words because I don't know verbatim, but this is, educational and entertainment uses only. Everything I say over here at Truth Be Told TV is allegedly, but however, lots of families have come out to state that, y'all.
I figured that, man, a long time ago on some of the other cases, and I clearly spoke on that here at the beginning of
him, one of them facts.
So I'm like, man, why is he always popping up, man?
Him, one of them
on some shit like this. I'm like, man, and where the hell is these Black Lives Matter people at?
I said he one of them, Mister. You already know what we talking about. Him, one of them. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purpose such as criticisms, comment, news reporting, teacher scholarship, education, and research and entertainment. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, so also the sister stated that when it comes to Castillo's medical help, Elmo Correctional Center has dropped the ball, y'all. Post-surgery, as he was laid there, as we all seen him, okay? Post-surgery indicates pain medications and etc. He can't be in his correct state of mind to make judgment on his health.
True that.
A couple of days ago, they made a post saying that he was receiving medical help. But today, they're saying that he's refusing treatment, y'all. Is it that they have already given up on him and they trying to say that state that by we saying that he refusing medical treatment because, at some point they can take a turn for the worse. So are they saying that he's refusing medical treatment? Sorry, forgive me, y'all, for what I'm about to say. I believe in God. Listen, a higher power, and God does he does the miraculous. He does the impossible, y'all. But however, is it that they have given up on him and that's what it is, and they refusing to work on this young man and do what they need to see fit and doing to get this man help, y'all? Because his sister is bringing awareness to it. Is that why they saying he refusing help? Because they pretty much ain't trying to fuck with this man?
That and that and they want. I mean, if they let him die, man, that's really gonna be bad. It's just like they just keeping him alive long enough, and by them saying that he refusing that, it sounds like they trying to let him die.
That's what I'm saying. And not only that, they trying to cover their ass with saying he refusing treatment, so that they're not treating him. They're not treating him, but however, they're stating that he's refusing treatment because of the simple fact that if that was to happen, they'll say, well, okay, he didn't want us to treat him. It's because they're not trying to treat him because they mad because that devil has been exposed. Okay?
First and foremost, that Stanton institution that he's at now,
yes,
it appears that that's the medical facility. See, we had a medical unit on our compound. All right, so we had our own medical unit. Evidently, Elmore, all they have is a infirmary to the point that where they're passing out meds and stuff like that. But that guy, when he came back, he should have been sent to Stanton straight off, since they are their medical facility.
True that, Mr. Bass, but I'm looking at him. You can tell me that this man, looking at him, Mr. Bass, you cannot tell me that this man was up under medical care. For one, I'm gonna tell you something, y'all. See, I'm in the field, y'all. If nobody knows what Truth Be Told TV host Miss Boss Lady does, guess what? I am a nurse, okay? I do in-house work, okay? Yes, that's why I wear my nails, because I do in-house work. I don't work no hospitals. I don't work that because I do my nails, okay? But however, just looking at Mr. Bass does not state that he is getting medical treatment of any type, even if he's under a care of a release. Guess what, Mr. Bass? It does not show, because I look at his overall. He's malnourished, okay? So he's not receiving treatment. Even if he's not able to take down food, they should give him a supplement for not being able to take down food, okay? Which is like a, what you call them shits? What you call
insurance
and stuff of that nature.
Boost,
However, I see this man once and I see him after the fact, within a month later, which currently tells me that staph infection has set up on this young man, y'all.
Definitely staph.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. What I'm telling you is the procedure for somebody coming from a hospital from having major surgery back to the facility, he should have never been put back on population.
Exactly. He's supposed to be watched around the clock. Exactly, Mr. Bass. They should give him an IV to pump shit in him to give him some weight.
Yeah, he should have been, when he got back, he should have been taken straight to Stanton, being that it's right there on the same compound. So I'm figuring that's Elmore's medical unit.
That's their medical unit. However, right. Mr. Bass, check this out. I don't think he should have, came out when he did his. I'm trying to see, like, where did he get his surgery performed at? Where was his surgery done at? Because if it was done at a outside facility, right, they should have left him there until. Excuse me, family, until his wound was healed. But let me show you why the Department of Correctional Facility, the ADC, Alabama Department of Correction, let me tell you why they did not allow this man to stay there until he was healed up and eligible to go back to population. It's because every inmate there within the facility, they get money off of them, okay?
Yeah, and
so they were losing money with this man sitting in the hospital. So I guess they did him a 1 day. They didn't want him to sit in the hospital, period, because they was gonna lose money. You see what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this, boss lady. Maybe Mr. Bass can help me with this. I think another reason why they could have pulled him from the hospital that early, depending on, first of all, out there in the free world, as they called it, did he have insurance?
I don't give a fuck if he had insurance.
What I'm saying is,
they cannot refuse you treatment. Listen, mister.
I understand that they didn't refuse the treatment. What I'm saying is, man, in the hospital they only go so far with it. I was like,
I don't give a fuck. The state of Alabama getting paid off them. So guess what? They ought to be able to provide.
What I'm saying is, the hospital hurried up and released him. Now, let's just say that he did have some insurance out there. They're going to collect as much as they can off of that insurance before they release him.
And also it's a security risk, and you got to have officers away from the facility to stand over him. So what happened is, what I'm trying to get you to understand is, once they do bring him back, you can't put him in population, because that means he's going to have to walk to the infirmary to get his pain medication.
Yeah. They call him.
Or either he gonna have to wait until they finish passing out medication,
and
the nurse can come to his cell or his dorm, whatever he was in. But what I'm saying is, and he should have never been taken back there. He should have been taken straight to Stanton.
Facts.
that responsibility should have been on Stanton because that is a medical facility.
Facts, Mr. Bass.
Right.
So, but however, they messed up all the way around. They messed up.
And y'all hearing that from Mr. Bass? Mr. Bass, that's my guy. That's my guy. He actually worked at a facility 23 years, retired from a facility, so he knows what he knows, you all. 23, almost 23 years, he have given a correctional facility his time. He practically was a damn inmate, but he was a CO because he was there more than when he was with his family. So you all, he stated that Alabama Department of Correction fucked up. They dropped the ball. That's what they did. Okay? So not only that, you all, we have to make sure that this does not continue to happen. Like I said, y'all, this could be your son, your husband, your brother, your daddy. It can be one of your loved ones. So are we going to just sit back and just watch Truth Be Told TV family just expose and talk about things and let it go under the rug and, you know, you're not going to, you know, shed light on this type of situation until it's at your door, you know? So that's something that we're not going to do. So, Mr. Bass, can you roll with the screenshots, please? Because roll with the rally, Mr. Bass. So if you could pull the rally up, and after the rally, we're gonna roll with the screenshots that I dropped to you and pertaining to also down to that evil ass governor down there, Kay Ivey, what she stated and pertained to the inmates on strike and not working. They're not reporting to their jobs or the duties. They're not working. They're not doing everything because they want better treatment, better security, everything of that nature. So, okay, so Fam said the state's supposed to have that covered. So when you asked about the insurance, Mr. Fam said that the state's supposed to have that covered.
Yeah.
Okay, so this here is my homeboy. This here is my homeboy, Eric B. from Birmingham, Alabama. He was incarcerated for many years for drugs. So when he got out, he changed his life around and everything. So he advocated for the prison, Alabama Department of Correction for the men there, as well as he is a business owner, and he will not hire you if you don't have an AIS number. So shout out to my boy, Eric B. He also played a part in this rally. So Mr. Bass, if you can go ahead on and play that, that would be great. Thank you all. To everyone in the comment section, please hit that like button. We got 37 watching. Please hit that like button, comment in the comment section, share our live, as well as sub to our channel, please. Blessings to each and every last one of you all. Thank you.
Sorry, boss lady. This one don't seem to have it's not the recording. It's just a picture and reading.
Okay, so allow me to drop you the full clip video real quick. That's the one that Fam sent me, but the one that's in the vetted folder. Hold on, I'm gonna send it to you real quick. I apologize.
Hey, you know, for him, okay, you getting together?
Yeah, I'm sending it to him right now.
Now, the reason for his surgery and everything, was he got shot or something? Or what was?
Yeah. So he did get shot.
You know what's even crazy about this? Now that you know, I thought I had heard that here the other day when we was talking about it, but you know, that Affordable Care Act, man, they don't cover bullet wounds. So man, he definitely wasn't gonna get the treatment that he's needing at the hospital either.
Now, by him being incarcerated,
yeah,
they are responsible for that. Yeah, he's supposed to get the treatment he needed.
Okay.
Yeah, regardless. Yeah, the state has to pay for that because they're the ones that have him incarcerated.
Yeah, Alabama Department of Corrections are death camps.
And your boy, Your boy BC, he ain't nothing but a modern day Al Sharpton.
Yeah, that part. That part. That part. So okay. Okay, so Mr. Bay, see if you can goodness gracious, what's going on? I'm sorry, y'all.
How are you sending it?
Check your email. Either would you want me to drop it in the video folder? You want me drop both?
No, can you drop it in the private chat, the link?
Okay, so you want me to, okay. Well, I'm on my cell phone, Mr. Bass, so you can't share it on your
Go ahead and send it via email.
Okay, so fam just sent me something else, so I'm wondering okay, I sent you over that. You can go ahead on and pull it up and play it. I do apologize. I didn't know that I sent the actually picture for it. I thought it was the whole video, but I apologize. So you can go ahead on and play that to see if that'll pull up. Yeah.
Give me a second.
All right, what do we want? Freedom. What do we want? Freedom. What do we want? Freedom. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Freedom. When do we want it? Now. I said, what do we want? Freedom. When do we want it? Now. Yes, Lord. Thank you. Okay, do we have anyone else that would like to come up and speak? Okay, go ahead, sir.
I want to let the people know additionally what is it that we're asking for from the Department of Corrections. There's a list of demands.
Now listen to what they're asking for.
That we will see a different result from what we have been seeing in the Department of Corruption. Because it is corrupt.
Say that.
Right now, all we have is a governor whose mind and heart is set on building new prisons to only hold men, like the sister was saying, that are elderly, who have mental health issues. They are dying in there. What we saw on this video that surfaced recently of the brother Castillo, that was something that we have seen for years. His situation just highlighted what has been going on in prison for years. It was just like with Floyd, our brother Floyd, who was killed and murdered on live TV. Those killings had been taking place. It was just only years that highlighted and brought national attention to the situation. And now this brother, who was shown half dead, looked like he had been brutalized, looked like everything that could happen to him has happened to him. And there were men who was telling him to get your folks to get help. My brother was just telling me, standing over there, his help was within the confinements of the prison. I'm saying that to say this: we are out here standing for men and women in prisons, but they have to stand. They have to stand and not fold. We know the injustices and the corruption that's going on in the Department of Corrections. I'm 4 years out of there. 4 years. out of prison. And I know what it's like to be in there. I know the conditions. I know the deplorable, horrible situations that happen every day with our men who are being getting addicted to fentanyl. That's being brought in by corrupt Department of Corrections officers.
Say that.
Our sons and our nephews and brothers are overdosing off of drugs that are being brought in by officers. They don't have no where to go out to prison and get drugs. It's being taken in there. So they are a part of the problem because they are murdering our people. And they are our people.
Yes.
It don't matter what color, race, creed you are, those are our people. So list up demands number 1. We are asking for a mandatory parole criteria that will guarantee parole to all eligible persons who meet the criteria.
Yes.
I heard my sister say that her son or her loved one met all the criteria for parole, yet he was denied. The parole board right now is a joke. They are there. That's Steve Marshall's puppet down there at the parole board. And he has put in place the people he wants that's going to continue to deny people who are eligible for parole. Every other state has a criteria that's in place and it works, except Alabama. You can take your GED, get a trade. You can be in every religious program. You can take every from APA to CPA, drug programs. You can have 60 certificates, go up for parole without any violations, and yet be denied.
Yes.
It's a joke. I had a brother that went up for parole last week. He works every day in the free world. He has a job. He's at work release. So that means that he's being trusted as an inmate. He has a job that he goes to 5 days a week. He didn't have any write-ups, any disciplinary. He has done 15 years on a burglary sentence, and he was denied and set off 3 years by the Department of Parole. That is not right. And that's what's happening. So we want a criteria that guarantees our brothers and sisters that they meet it, they go up and they go home.
Period.
Because it's heartening and heartbreaking for our mothers that are out here who are hoping for her son to make parole, and she gets on the bus and travel way down here to Montgomery, only to be told that he won't be coming home for another 5 years. That's painful on a mother. Number 2, we want to repeal the Habitual Offender Act, which is known as the bitch law, and that's exactly what it is. We want it repealed and make the sentencing guidelines retroactive for everyone serving time in the ADOC. There was a time when you could do 30 days in prison and you would get so many days for the 30. Why not put something like that in prison? Why move something like that out of the way only to plague and stop up the prisons? They say, and we know that there's an overcrowded prison. All of them are overcrowded. But why won't you adopt something that will alleviate the overcrowdedness? Don't it make sense to you? Why it don't make sense to them? Because it's all politically motivated. It's all surrounded by greed, which this state has been known for years.
Yes.
Greed off the backs of a slave trade called prison. Unjust laws that are pointed at certain people of color. The laws have been made to lock up certain people. You know it. Don't look at me like I'm talking Chinese up here. Because some people can do something and they get probation.
Yes.
Other people do it and they get life without.
Show you right.
So we want that thing repealed. Number 3, we want to abolish the sentence of life without parole. Get rid of it. One of the reasons why they will sentence you to life in Alabama, and it's just like you serving life without parole.
Yes.
So what's the purpose of it? Get rid of it. Give a man 30 years, he do 35 years on the case, and he go home. Because you cannot change what a person has done in their past. The only thing we can do is believe God for a person to have a better future. Like myself, a convicted drug dealer, convicted of trafficking. But I turned my life around in prison, got educated, came out. I'm a business owner. I employ inmates. I don't hire nobody unless they have an AIS number. You can't work for me unless you done did some crime. Am I right, sir? You got to been through the struggle to come and work with a brother of the struggle. Because we understand each other. We want that thing to abolish that sentence for life. Now, number 4, we want reduction of the 30-year minimum for juvenile offenders to no more than 15 years before they are granted parole. We locking up our babies. We locking up young men whose frontal lobes are not even fully developed. They commit crimes not even knowing the penalty for these crimes. Yet Alabama sentenced them to die in prison. We're sending children to prisons, but we'll send another child to a rehab. Don't look at me like that. Y'all know I'm telling the truth.
Yes.
We'll send little Billy to a rehab. But they think it gets the death penalty.
Yes.
We want that thing changed. And these are not hard demands. They're not hard, but they are fair demands.
They
They're
are.
demands that should be met by the state of Alabama. We want mandatory review for anyone.
Mr. Bay.
Mandatory parole review for anyone who has already served at least 25 years.
So is it that the screen sharing, are they able to see it as well as hear it in the comment section? Because I don't know, I got a lag back here.
As far as I know, as long as I'm on that page, that with the Facebook, if I try to switch to come back over here, and it'll cut off. That's why I have to stay on the other side.
Okay, so continue, because I hear it on my end. I hear it, but I no longer see it on the screen. So I don't know if they see it. If you all can still see the live on screen, you all please let me know, because on my end I can't see it. I can only hear it. But continue, Mr. Bass. And then we're gonna go through with the screenshot.
No, we couldn't see it, but you can hear it. So.
Okay, go ahead. Or more. The parole board must show good causes to why parole should not be immediately granted. They don't do that. I know men who have been locked up for 35 and 40 years. They have received degrees, college degrees, some of them having 10 and 12 degrees. Purpose in hand, this man is on in my shirt that I'm wearing. This man has served 45 years, and he has not been in trouble not one time in 45 years. This man took the time to educate a young man like me. This brother over here, who he poured into us. This man has been denied parole over 15 times. And yet the last time he went up for parole, they denied him another 5 years, which means he would have done 49 years when he come up for parole again. He's sick. He's getting old. His health is failing. And all he tells me is, man, I don't want to die in this prison. I want to get out and sit on the beach one time. I want to get out and just eat a real meal one time. And I feel that coming from the man that I left in prison. I feel that. So why shouldn't he be granted parole? We can't change what he did 40-some years ago, and he was a juvenile when the crime took place. He was uneducated, and he was left on the street as an orphan and being led by his uncles to commit atrocious crimes. He didn't know any better, just like some of our sons and your sons didn't know any better. So we want this thing. We want a review board to review the parole board. See, everybody needs some governing, right? When you got a board that don't have to answer to nobody, then you're gonna have a problem because they're gonna do what they want to do. Number 6, we want to create a streamlined review process for medical furloughs and review of all elderly prisons for immediate release.
Yes.
Some of y'all go into the Alabama Department of Correction prison, you'll see so many men in wheelchairs, so many men in the infirmary, so many men laid out on their bed fighting for their life because they can't get proper treatment. They have gone old in prison. Their loved ones have died and passed away, and they don't have anybody. And they're left there. It's some men that deserve to get out and walk the aisles of Walmart.
Yes.
They deserve to get out and get a chance at life. Why you can't create a system for medical release for elderly inmates? Some of them have been amputated, lost their legs and limbs, and they have to depend on other inmates. Give them a chance to come home.
Yes.
I agree. Number 8. Number 7. We want to reinstate IGT good time to all citizens in the ADOC. Give them good time.
Yes.
We want to repeal the drive-by shooting laws, enact House Joint Resolution 575, and make it retroactive. Let me tell y'all a little bit about the drive-by law. It was created back in the 80s, late 80s and early 90s because of the gang violence that was taking place. You had drive-by shooters. So kids would initiate a drive-by shooting to be joined into a gang. So they created a law. But what happened was prosecutors began to use this law. Say, for instance, if you came up on my car and I thought you was trying to rob me and I shot you from inside of my car, they call that the drive-by law. And it set you up for a capital murder.
Yep.
And so I'm trying to defend myself against this man, and I shoot him outside of my car, and they give me life without parole because of the drive-by law. Well, let me tell you, that law has impacted more African-American men than anyone.
Yep.
We have done studies to see that when a white person shoots outside of a car or into a car, it's an accident. It's not capital murder, and they don't get sentenced like a black man does.
Yep.
It's hundreds of men in prison right now doing right along their 27, 28 year in prison for the Alabama drive-by law. We want that thing turned around, and we want it fixed, and then we want it retroactive. So don't just do it for one person; it does it for all.
Period.
We want to create an independent conviction integrity office within the unified judicial system and empower this agency with statutory authority to grant relief. What that means is we need an organization put in place to make the Alabama Department of Correction do the right thing.
Yes.
Somebody said, do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
Now, let me help y'all and tell you something. I'm not out here advocating for Alabama to open up the prison and let everybody out of prison. Don't get me twisted, because I was there and I was with some people that cannot function in society. See how quiet y'all got there when I get to the truth?
You're
There's
right,
some
though.
folks in there that will come out right now and do some horrible stuff. I stepped beside them. But I am here advocating for some men that I know and watch whose lives change. I know and watch the power of God work in their lives. Some of y'all out here to marry them. I know some men in there who deserve a second chance. I know some women at Tutwiler who have done enough time and they need to be free and be out here with their grandchildren now. I know this to be factual. So I am advocating for those who have changed and those who want to get out here in society and make a real difference, who want to get out and have a real job and have a real family and be a producer. Come on, somebody.
Yes.
I'm talking about I have met men in prison that I would have traded places with because they deserve to be out here. Yes. Now that's some big time stuff.
Yes.
They deserve it. But what they don't deserve is to be in there treated like animals. They don't deserve that.
Nope.
And for you naysayers who will be on Facebook popping off out your mouth, talking about if you did the crime, you should do the time. When that thing turn around and it's your niece or nephew, we'll see how you popping off in.
Okay.
We're going to see when it's your grandson, little Billy, who called a capital murder case, and now he's down there, and he's hooked on saying it.
Say it.
How you pop open your mouth with that naysaying talk, talking about prisons were designed for prisoners. That's true. But you're looking at an ex-convict. Exactly. And there's no rehabilitation in there. A man has to completely rehabilitate himself through the power of God, through study, through application. Because they care not about a man being rehabilitated. That's why they trained is deteriorated. That's why all the programs that were there to help, they're taking those out of there now. They don't want you to get no help. So I want to say thank you all for allowing me the time to give out those demands, because listen, people need to know, well, what do they want? What do they want?
Freedom!
What do they want?
Freedom!
What do they want?
Freedom!
When do they want it?
Now!
When do they want it?
Now!
So thank y'all again for sharing. If anybody need a copy of those demands, I can give them to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bates. Now you can continue to the screenshots. We're gonna flow through those so I'm just getting off. My staff is here for relief. I need to be heading out. So go to the screenshots, Mr. Bates. Okay, so what you all are seeing now are pretty much some pictures that was sent over to me in the ADOC in Alabama, the Alabama Department of Correctional Facility. They're living and what's going on in there, how they're living. That's a filthy toilet, like they're not getting clean water and stuff of that nature. So that's what you all are seeing. Also, that is Castillo. That was him before you all. That was Castillo before. And also you have a after picture. That was before in July when he had his surgery. And unfortunately, here we are in August. This is him now. So that's his leg. Those are the conditions of the prison facility. That's just a pinch of the facility, but that there is Castillo, him now. Fast forward a month ago when his family went to see him and he was healthy and in good shape, only until they had surgery on him. And this is the outcome for this family and this young man. I ask that you all keep them in your prayers, keep them lifted. Also, if you all would like to support them through GoFundMe, it is in the comment section. You all can support them through GoFundMe. That's in the prison. That's where they shower at.
I had to come back over here for a minute. That looked like mold, black mold.
Yeah, it is black mold. Correct. Yep. Mold and mildew. You're absolutely correct. Wow. And look at the lighting and the vents and even in the ceiling. You see it?
Wow.
Pull it up the best that you can, Mr. Bates. Now, this is a sink within the dorm. This is the sink that they have to use, you all. The damn, what you call the water fountain.
Mm-hmm.
Look how it is, how it's nigger rigged. That's also the other side of the shower.
Wow.
Now that's where they go and shower. You see the mildew and the mold, Mr. Bates?
Yep.
That there alone can deteriorate. That is a health hazard alone. You know that, right?
Man, ain't nowhere in the world that would have happened at Mecklenburg Correctional Center. No, sir. Wow.
Look at the lights. You all know the lights, the fixtures of the light. Look at the light fixtures. You know when they supposed to be white, right? Look at them light fixtures. Open it up. Shower. You see the shower floors. So sad. Shout out to my fam who sent me some of these photos as well. Shout out. I have more for you all, and we will continue it on another day, tomorrow or maybe Thursday. We are going to continue this. It is very sad and heart wrenching. Those are the conditions in what they are living in.
And that that vent we saw a little ways back.
Mm-hmm.
Man, if assistant warden, lieutenant, major, anybody come in your pod and see a vent looking like that, the officer will be fired.
That there is the where they use the restroom at. That's the urinal stall.
Wow.
Okay, you all. So after everything we stated here in pertaining to also with the video that my homeboy Eric B that Mr. Baseball forth with Eric B in the protest and rally that they did down there in Montgomery in front of the Capitol and the parole board. Out of everything that they're asking for, the inmates are asking for, even with them going on strikes. This is the governor of Alabama, Governor Kay Ivey, and this is pretty much her thoughts on the inmates going on strike, with them protesting and rally, even with what's going on throughout the Alabama Department of Correction, period. You all, in her words, this is what she states. Can you pull it up again, Mr. Bates, some more? Okay. Her office responds to prison protests. Inmate demands are unreasonable, unwelcome in Alabama. So she pretty much said that what they're asking for and what's going on, that is unreasonable and it's not welcome in Alabama. So tell me what y'all think about that. What she meant.
Shit, she pretty much says she don't care. She don't want to know. They don't have no right to have an opinion on how their living situation is.
And then she said it's not welcome in Alabama.
Yeah, it would not be accepted. She's gonna start shipping them niggas out. You know, you don't got to be in jail in the state that you're in.
Pretty much, she says not welcome in Alabama. Did she not expose her hand of prejudice?
But everybody knows that about the Lady K. She looks like she's halfway to death anyway.
Yeah, she is. She is. And she has so much blood. She has so much blood on her hands, you all. Even with, like I stated by my homeboy, he was truly an innocent man, set on death row for years in prison. He was innocent, y'all. You have my other homeboy who stated that, listen, this man had nothing to do with that. Please, he don't need to be in here. What actions that I took and what I did, the man woke up, I woke him up shooting and killing the police officers. You know, like they had got, locked up or whatever for killing 4 police officers some years back in Birmingham, Alabama. They executed the police officers. But however, the other one admitted to he was the one that did it, told him why he did it, how he did it, and everything else. They were crooked cops, y'all. Generations after generations has dealt with these officers. I'm telling you, after it had taken place, you all, there was parties in every street and every neighborhood because they had been from north side, south side, east side, west side, terrorizing and getting paid block fee. You understand me?
Yeah,
And
but
that's
I
the
thought
fact.
I thought they also went to the house and they didn't announce themselves.
Yes, they did because they went there to pick up a fee and they thought they was gonna get paid. And unfortunately, he was tired. Yeah, he exposed a lot of things, but they was trying to hide it and cover it up and somehow they the best of the officers. All this stuff here allegedly. Um, so yeah, that's what happened. And he told him that he had did what he did. That man was guilty. Unfortunately, she didn't give a fuck. They executed my homeboy, rest in peace to Nathaniel Woods. They executed him, and he was an innocent man. And they sent letters and did everything they did as now protesting the family and everything to KI, but stood in front of her home, did all of this. She didn't give a shit. They also tormented and tortured him. They asked him what he wanted to eat, his last meal, and et cetera, et cetera. He left a long note. He wrote a letter. And unfortunately, they played with his life. They marked him before they killed him.
It was more or less payback, and she allowed it to happen.
Yeah.
Because I remember that the sisters, that everybody was out
Yeah.
at the courthouse. The courthouse was so full, that bitch walked right past them.
Right past them, didn't acknowledge it, didn't do nothing. And see, for a woman of that magnitude, you all, she has cancer. You know what I'm saying? Like, is this why you suffering? It's going to be very painful. Especially when you know a God that I know vengeance belongs to him. It's going to be very painful for her. Yeah. You understand me? So, blessings, everything we say over here, True Be Told TV, is allegedly, according to the 107, the 107 fair use is for educational and entertainment purpose only. However, I ask everybody in the comment section that you all hit that like button, comment in the comment section, share, as well as sub to our channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll see you again on tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Shout out to everyone that came over. Shout out to my family on the panel. Also, shout out to my family that came up. That's actually within the system that exposed a lot as well. Peace, love, and blessings unto the Vaughn family, as well as other families that are out there who, the light is not shed on them. We also have to, help to shed the light on these things and expose everything that's going on. Once again, if you all would like to donate to the GoFundMe to this family to help this man, there is the GoFundMe up there. If not, that's okay, you all. Prayers, listen, God answers prayers. I am a living witness, so you all can also pray for their family. So once again, thank you all so much. True Be Told TV family, where I am your host, Boss Lady. Blessings to each and every last one of you all tonight. I thank you all so much for your love and your support. Hit that like button, comment, share, and sub to our channel. We will see you again on tomorrow at this time. Blessings. Good night.